Alright, so, welcome everyone to the Evo Chamber number 1. Let's update this, let's fix this graphic. Evo Chamber number 1, where it's an open tournament. The winners get coaching. So do everyone else. Door prizes as well. Okay, so actually, it looks like someone didn't get in, so if we have to do this again, I'm going to be very disappointed. Can I add someone to the participants page? Okay. Alright, so, we have it. Things are going on. What's the closest game? We're going to go with Iron Lungs versus Starliner. Iron Lungs, Starliner. The first round of these matches should maybe be the most close. So we're just getting things underway. And we have Starliner versus Iron Lung as our first match. It's going to be a... So, we're going through picks and bans right now. Starliner is a Protoss. Iron Lung is also a Protoss. So we're going to have a nice PvP going on. Sorry, I'm adminning and casting and doing a bunch of stuff at the same time. It's been a while since I've done that, so I'm not... All right. So Pillars of Gold is going to be game 1. All right, so Pillars of Gold is going to be map 1. I need to make that. Pillars of Gold. Create it with a mod. Alright, so map 2 is going to be Everdream, which means map 3 will be Ice and Chrome. Alright, so we got a lobby. We're going to go into things. It's exciting. I want to fix my overlay because I really don't like using WCS 3.0 if I cannot help it. Game Heart is superior, so that is fixed. And we are ready to tango. And we're loading in to map 1 of Starliner versus Iron Lung. Now, anyway, load into game 1 here on Ice and Chrome. Now, Starliner is most likely favored versus Iron Lung here, as again, Iron Lung's Masters 3. About 4,400 MMR. Starliner's, I think he was like 3,200. Edge of Diamond 2, Diamond 1. Diamond 1. So maybe it was the bottom edge of Diamond 2. Anyway. But, you know, all that doesn't matter when you come to the game. And we're into it. So, spawning in the upper right, in the blue, representing SC Swarm, it is Iron Lung. And in the bottom right, bottom left, say upper left, anyway, the bottom left, in the red, for himself and himself alone, it is Starliner. Let's get a production tab up in here because that's always useful. We want to see what's happening. So at the moment, we have mirrored builds. Gate wall on the high ground as PvP laughs in the face of normal play of actually building a natural before 5 minutes most of the time. So it's the meta of proxy robos and proxy starports and proxy everything else. Now we do have a probe on the way to the other side of the map for Iron Lung here, and this is just a scout, just making sure that, you know what, maybe my opponent is going to expand. Gonna check on the other side on the flip side, we have Starliner, just making sure that he's not getting cannon rushed. And maybe is this a full wall? No, it is not. Okay, so that's just a high ground wall. Now we have Starliner moving across the map, going for whatever he wants to do. And this is a proxy probe. This is a sneaky probe. Probe, where are you going? This is a Proxy DT. Proxy DT location. It could be a slightly removed Stargate as well. I mean, but you could proxy right there and have the same effect. This is just, I really don't want to get scouted up. Proxy Stargate, things can happen. Right, that's fine. If it gets scouted, it's not necessarily the end of the world. But, you know, Proxy DT, if that gets scouted, that is not great. So, it's going to be off in the corner of the map. Now, we do have two gate Stalker getting chronoed out. Looking to either defend the natural, maybe push across, but we have Stalker Sentry on the other side, so this is a much more defensive setup. Just make sure that Starliner making sure that he can expand. Now this gate up the top part of is this gate just a mind game? Is this just a look? I'm missing a pylon in my main. Be afraid now. He's going back. Okay. We do have a natural potentially going to be built here. It looks like Starliner's starting to bank up a little bit of money, so that looks like it's maybe a natural's going to be built. No way. This is not a Proxy Nexus. Don't get me excited. What is Iron Lung waiting for? Perhaps nothing. So we're going to go scout across the map, make sure that his opponent is not up to any type of shenanigans that he is. Where's my game sound? Okay, game sound's still there. It just went quiet for a second. And he's not really doing anything with this yet, which is interesting because he is also pretty delayed on any sort of natural expand that he wants to get. So he's going to move across with 4 Stalkers to the one Stalker, 1 Sentry of our Red Protoss. Red Protoss saying, look, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice my early game army just a little bit so I can get that natural up so much faster. Sentry in front, which is he probably wants to move that behind just to make sure that it doesn't get sniped immediately. And we have the 4 Stalker hit squad on the way. So it's going to be 4 Stalkers versus... Okay, so this Sentry is going to go down, and that's big because Sentry was the defensive tool that Starliner had to be able to hold this game. So now it's going to be 4 Stalkers to 1. But Warp Gate is completed. So actually it needs to cancel this and warp it in. And the battery will go down. This is still not building something, but anyway. Army supply is evening out at this point. We have an Immortal on the way, getting Chrono boosted. And it's waiting for more warp-ins. This is 6 Stalkers. It's going to be 6 Stalkers to 2. 6 Stalkers to 3, which is not great. He has already pulled some probes. Probes are actually fairly good against Stalkers, surprisingly enough, but micro is a thing. And this pressure that Starliner is putting on is really doing a number. It shouldn't get the base. I wouldn't think. But, you know, if he does not defend this properly, it might. And losing that first Stalker early was problematic. But now we have an Immortal out, and the Immortal should make this defense happen. Losing a couple probes is fine. His base is so much faster, but really not at this point. And already we have Iron Lung seizing the game by the teeth. As he makes sure that, yeah, it's like, look, I am better than you. I'm going to abuse whatever I can. So Iron Lung going into Blink behind this. No Robo as of yet. Oh, sorry. There is a Robo. No Robo units as of yet outside of an Observer. And he's just going into Blink Immortal behind us. Says, look, I'm going to out micro you. And that's all that matters in this game. We do only have 2 gates for both players at the moment, so it's not it's not like there's going to be some large gateway explosion. And what is this pylon for? Iron Lung, you kept the probe up here. You were going to proxy something. But anyway, we have 2 shield batteries there down now, which make sure that things are safe. And yeah, okay, so damage was taken, but it's not we don't have the supply snowballing as of yet. The big thing is the tempo advantage that Iron Lung has, which is allow him to take a third behind this while he techs up into Blink. So he's going to be looking to Blink into the main, although there is a Overseer now, so that is visible from Starliner. Now, Stalkers are going to run in. They're going to... One's nearly going to die instantaneously. And that may be the end of that. So we have Blink is done. Charge is on the way. +1 is on the way. So there's going to be a nice +1 to +0 timing. Okay, and actually that Blink into the main is going to depower the pylon. Not going to depower the Robo, so that's nice. As the Observer of Starliner was just out of position and missed that, and missed seeing the Blink Stalkers there, which is unfortunate because now, again, 2 gates are missing, are unpowered, so really the only army units, the only any sort of fighting units that Starliner is going to be able to build are these Immortals, and that he's not even building. Now, +1 is on the way, not nearly at the timing of the other player, but so it goes. And the Observer, actually, of Iron Lung that is across the map will get taken down, which means that any sort of blink into the main will not be possible. And now we actually we find Starliner at a significant army advantage. Now, if he wanted to move across the map right now, he could probably do significant work. The +1 advantage is going to make that a little hard, but this is 3 Immortals. Now, on the other side, on the flip side, right, Iron Lung does have a 3rd base, and it's almost fully saturated, which means that, well, the longer Starliner sits in this game without getting that, it's going to be harder. That being said, there is a 4 Immortal timing with +1 when +1 hits. That honestly, if Starliner just wants to hit it and move across the map, he can probably kill. Iron Lung here, but whether it exists and whether he knows about it are 2 different questions. I just got tea in my eye. It's not a good time. So we do have our Gateway Explosion as of now, and Starliner just seems content to sit on 2 bases, which I get it. He took some pressure early, but if he's only just now going to go, so he's going to blow up these Stalkers immediately. And does he have a War Prism? So no War Prism as of yet. But this is 5 Immortals to 2, which, okay, he's going to lose Observer, which is unfortunate. And there is a Immortal drop on the way. But again, this is 5 Immortals to 2, which means that he just pushes across. He has +1 to +1. Maybe he's waiting for charge. But again, if he does have the better army, even if he's finally down in army supply. If he can get the right concave, he can definitely make something happen. Alright, so Starliner is going to scout the army of Iron Lung. He's going to see that so he saw the army. He's going to see the predominantly Charizard Archon base force. He's still not taking the 3rd. Meanwhile, Iron Lung moving up to a 4th base and dropping into the main with the double Immortal. Just trying to 2 Immortals kill a probe. So that is some nice harassment. You can also kill pylons pretty quickly, which may be his plan. But actually ravaging the mineral line here with the 2 Immortals as the army of Starliner is out of position and just running in, actually not even an attack move. And 8 for 8 workers down. And actually the Immortal's going to get dropped back in and going to try to snipe these sentries, which is always nice. And really the big story of this game... okay, so he's going to lose both Immortals, and that's not the play. So we have 2 Immortals, 6 Immortals to 1, 85 army supply to 66. And there is a +2 timing. Honestly, Starliner, move across the map. You have a win condition here. And there he goes. No, he doesn't. Like, his army is better. Okay, so he's moving across the map now. He's going to hit it. He's going to... By the time he gets across the map, there will be that 2-2 timing. And this is a scary army for the Red Protoss. Now, we do have Iron Lung seizing the opportunity to run Zealots into the main. Although, actually, there's a decent amount of Zealots right here. So, now, but we need to see Starliner... If he moves back, he's lost, but he needs to move forward, even if he's going to lose his economy, because that's the only chance he got. There we go. He's going all in. A lot of DTs. 5 DTs there, so that's really... Any Warpins are not going to do much. But we do have the full combined might of a bunch of Immortals. A metric shit ton of Immortals, one might say. And he's going to beat this army, right? This is the fight he was looking for, but I don't... Are there any Observers? There are no Observers. There, and there. So there's no Observer in this fight, which means that the DTs are going to eventually just clean this up, which is unfortunate. But there we have it. GG, game 1, going to Iron Lung. Alright, so game 2 is going to be on Everdream. Gonna make that right on up. Alright. Gonna go into map 2. Now, Iron Lung did have a shot. Or, Starliner did have a shot at that game. 100%. He just really had to move out earlier. That's the big thing. Because again, if you're gonna sit on two bases, there is a time when you can just power up on those two bases and just turn it into a 2-base all-in. And he had 6 Immortals to 1, which was, anyway, as he had that +1 attack timing that he just wasn't there. But we'll talk about that in a second because we have a game and we're loaded in and spawning in the upper right, in the blue, up 1 game to 0. It is Iron Lung. And in the bottom left, in the red, it's tournament life on the line already. It is Starliner. Production tab, please. Now, I'd like to thank everyone for showing up, checking out. We will be doing this tournament every other week. So trying to not interact with the... What's the word? Not intersect with the Magikarp Masters Cup, as that's already decently established. It has a prize pool. A lot of the players that would want to play in both, or a lot of players that play in that would also probably want to play in this one, or vice versa. We don't want to hit them with that choice. So it's going to be every other week, for the most part. We shall see. I'm going to have to move sometime in August, so maybe not then. But other than that, so we have the same builds we saw last game. Double Gate Cybercore, there's kind of standard PvP opening. Now, only thing here is it is now Starliner's turn to build a pylon across the map. And Iron Lung going for the quick expand. Although Starliner is making it look like he wants to expand. Hiding the fact that there's a pylon here, putting a pylon in the natural. So this is actually, he is oversupply. Right, trading at build efficiency for trickiness, SOS-ness, maybe, is what we want to call it. We do have this probe sitting on the natural, looking to take an expansion. But this is Proxy Robo. And even if Starliner does decide to take this base, it's probably going to get canceled once the probe moves out of town. Although I'm not even sure that the base is going to get taken, to be totally honest. Now, the probe's just going to go sit there. Going to be shooed off by a Stalker. And the probe should go down. Alright, so the probe's dead, and all that Starliner knows is that it is a delayed expansion. And he does, in fact, see that there's a setup for one, and he saw the number of pylons was correct. Actually, that's 40 out of 47 supply. That may... Yeah, so that was just the pylon to hide, make it look like there's a natural. Now, it does make sense that Starliner maybe has this go back to mining, but it's 16 out of 16, so it's not that big of a deal. We have a gateway on the way. We have Warp Gate almost done. Thank you, Geneva. It is what we call a quarantine beard, aka I have refused to shave because, well, it's quarantine, and if I can't get a haircut, I might as well not get a haircut on both sides of my face, right? But anyway, Warp Gate almost done, Immortal being chronoed out, and we do not see energy saved for the, whatever it's called, the battery overcharge. And actually, it is a Warp Prism first, so it looks like maybe Iron Lung is looking to go into some sort of immortal drop? I don't know. But there we have it. We have 6 Stalkers, 1 Immortal, moving their way into the natural of Iron Lung here. And, you know, Iron Lung had an army supply. And so there we go. There's the Warp Prism behind this. So, Starliner, the first inkling that Iron Lung had that this was coming was the army marching into his base, and actually he's going to be able to kill a lot here. He gets the battery, he gets the shield battery immediately, the pylon overcharge, or the battery overcharge triggering, but not doing much, and the Immortal shelling from the high ground, but maybe not doing, actually Immortal juggling doing a lot, but the Immortal is going to go down, and with that, honestly, probably Iron Lung's chances in this game as Starliner micros his way back, killing more and more probes. There is still no battery overcharge available here, as he's going to be able to get more and more damage done. Now, he would lose his own Immortal, or not, so he's going to micro that out, move the Stalkers forward, and we do still have the Warp Prism. And at this point, Starliner can almost just expand to his natural, but he's not going to because he has the advantage here. You got to lift that more Immortal, dude. But so the Immortal is still alive, but this natural is forfeit. No more Immortals on the way though. So this is looking closer and closer. So 2 Immortals now out for Iron Lung. So this is looking closer and closer to a hold as Starliner just makes these small micro mistakes, not quite able to knock out the Warp Prism, not able to micro his own Immortal, and there we have it. GG. The Warp Prism micro is what he aspires to. All right, here we have it. You know, Iron Lung had a shot in that game. Just he's got to get the Warp Prism, or at least not lose his own Immortal like that. So there we have it, 2-0, and now we got to do some admin stuff. All right, and as a reminder, we will be raffling off 2 replay reviews, 30-minute replay reviews, to people that signed up for the tournament. We're going to do that at the end of the tournament because we don't want to raffle someone a replay that also won an hour of coaching. So while I do that, I need to report this score. So Kerrigan went 2-1 on LV Matterhorn. Iron Lungs 2-0 on Starliner. Alright, so while we wait for more games, I'm going to take a quick break. Checking Discord. As we look to see what's what. So no questions in the Evolution Chamber Discord. All right. So we're just gonna go take a look at what is happening. So Iron Lung obviously 1-2-0. LV Matterhorn. Honestly, that's really impressive. LV is a Diamond 2, Kerrigan's Masters 2, and that's ZVZ, and Kerrigan is pretty good Ling Micro. So let's see, Mabadi's still in game. So he's playing. So Mabadi is in game. So it looks like he's playing the winner of Enigma's Invon Lipwing. Vespasian Ray happening. So we might try to get that one. Vespasian and Ray are both notorious cheesy somethings. Okay, but their game just started, so we missed that. All right. It appears that Trethris versus GGFOU is in game. Yeah. All right, so probably should check chat. All right, so let's try to see bracket update. We're gonna try to get Tux versus Kerrigan maybe. The unfortunate part of it with the how the buy there were only 2 buys means that it's a 5-round tournament, but most of it happens in round, so it's a little delayed. Look at Tux maybe. Let's take a look at. So Tux, game 1. Wow, that's Tux took took it to 50 minutes. Actually, I forgot. I had Shell. I had Shell, Shells both playing in this, and had her reporting scores. Alright, so scores coming in. We have Shell 2-1 over I'm Epic. Over Epic. Oh. Well, I would. Thanks for the follows. Babylon, Drone Hard, Iron Lungs, Geneva. Love all of you. Alright, so yeah, we're just sitting here waiting for games to finish up because we're kind of in this weird middle ground where that series ended super fast. Okay, so Blitz 2-0 Tihan, which means it's going to be Dronhard versus Blitz. Oh, poor Blitz. That bracket did not work out well for him. Let's see, is Tux almost done? Been in the game for a bit. Alright, so maybe we're gonna go that. Vespasian Ray is going. Man, the fact that they're okay. So actually, we're gonna check Vespasian Ray. Vespasian 2-0 Ray. Oh, 2-1 Ray. Huh. Wow, Ray took a game. Oh, wow, that's a bracket upset. Trethris, a Diamond 2-ish Protoss, especially in the macro level, took down GGFOU 2-0, who's a Master Zerg. Okay, so bracket is moving along. I really want Tux Kerrigan, but Tux needs to win the game first. All right, so okay, so we're gonna go into Vespasian Trethris for the next match, which is gonna be a Jamet team kill. And while they do bans, I will be right back. As oh, that is not the right logo. There we go. All right. Alright, so I will be right back as they take care of bans. And then we'll do the rest of it in a second. Be right back. Okay, so first map is going to be Ice and Chrome. Okay, so first map's going to be Ice and Chrome. We're just waiting on the other things. Everdream is going to be map 2. Gold, Death Aura, Submarine. Okay, so let's make some lobbies, shall we? First map is going to be Ice and Chrome, a nice big map for Vespasian to proxy things on. Oh, let me fix the map scores. Those are not right. Okay. So. Alright, we're starting in on this map. And poor Mabadi, still his opponents are not done, and I don't see them in game. So I don't know what's up with that. We're gonna maybe just say have him advance if that doesn't happen. If they're still not done when I'm back, because I just don't have any communication from them. Which is unfortunate, but so it goes. Anyway, we got a game. Let's load into it. Spawning in the bottom left. In the green, for Jamit Gaming, it is Trethris. And in the upper right, in the orange, we'll make this fast because SCVs are already across the map. It is Vespasian for Chobo Team 6. And kind of playing for Jamit too. I'll fix that next thing. So we do have one SCV moving across the map. Now, generally, I thought I saw a second. But only the one. Gonna go, and this is probably just a proxy 1-Rax Reaper play. Is the best guess. So there's the gas. This is a Reaper expand, except there is no expand. But Trethris says, "I am wise to your tricks." I'm just gonna pull this cannot work. But Trethris apparently, okay, not even gonna have to pull probes. As Vespasian cancels it and starts his barracks at home. Now, Vespasian is one of the great Terran connoisseurs of cheese, and he does not believe in building his base within his own base. He much prefers to build his base somewhere else in his opponent's base. Now, Trethris sending a couple probes out. Really, he should be fine with one. He doesn't really have to commit that hard. But now we have the Probe Scout going across the map, just really making sure that Vespasian doesn't have a second or a third level of proxy in his base. Well, he has proxied a refinery, so I guess that counts for something. But we do have a natural on the way for Trethris here, as Vespasian builds, and he's going for a Marauder push on this map. 2-Rax Marauder. I don't believe this is this a wall? I don't believe it is. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't know if that's a wall or not, actually. But denying the gas is going to be important because it means less stalkers. Also, guys, in chat, please, the point of this is to be constructive, is to help people get better, help people learn. Balance winding does not... Oh, hey, Trethris is going to get the SCV, and he's not going to go to the high ground. Anyway, balance winding is not all that constructive. Alright, so first 2 Marauders are moving across the map, and I do not believe Trethris has seen this, so that's unfortunate. Marauder going to look, just make sure that there's no proxy, anything, counter proxy across the map. And on Trethris, this side of the map, we do have a Stargate underway. If you all keep doing this, I'm gonna time you out. Unfortunately, I mean, I do want people participating in chat, but balance winding and salt is not all that productive. It's far better to look at what you did wrong or what your opponent did right than it is to just blame the race. Anyway, we do have the two Marauders going in. Slow is there. The Adept is this Adept is worse than useless, as we have drones being pulled, but the slow means that it's going to be difficult from the head. And now we have 3 Marauders. So this is, while it's delayed, it's hitting with actually 4 Marauders, which is going to make life pretty dang hard for our green Protoss. And we only have Adepts. So a couple shield batteries on the way. This Adept is not going to do what the Adept wants to do. So the first Marauder is going to go down, and that's nice. And honestly, Trethris can't afford to lose a decent amount of probes here. As, again, it's 31 workers to 23, especially if he continues to build probes behind this, which he is not, focusing more on not dying, which is fair. So we do have an Oracle. That is actually not going to do the kind of damage that Trethris is looking for here. Really, his play is a Void Ray more than an Oracle, especially as he continues to lose probes. Now the Oracle, okay, you know, it's gotten 3 Marauders, and that's good. Only 2 Marauders left, and there is a shield battery here. So that by itself is pretty nice. And the second Oracle is on the way, so maybe Trethris's play is the... Okay, so this Stalker is going to go down. He needed a... Oh, no. He hit it too late. But anyway, second Stalker on the way. And 2 more gates as well. So while this has done damage, it is holdable. On the other side of the map, though, we have Marines now on the way. We have a Cyclone. We have Vikings. Vespasian, we have a tank. Vespasian just barreling down this one base. Timing. Now there is a stasis ward out of the way. This is problematic. And the Oracles are going to just go target this tank down. I don't know if they have enough energy to do it. Actually, Oracles without enough energy to fully kill the tank, only getting it to 19 HP. And with that, I think Trethris's hold is gone from this game. The shield battery is down. The base is soon to die. Now, on the other side, on the flip side, though, we do have an Oracle, we have a Void Ray being, Chad Ray being Chrono boosted out, and a what's it called? And a Fleet Beacon. Is this for Flux Veins? I don't know. If he had bought Void Rays early, I think he would have won. I think he would have had that much easier hold. But Void Ray now, with a Viking in the air with a bunch of Marines, I don't think that is nearly as... It's going to be nearly as effective as he would like, especially with the lack of shield batteries in the main. So Vespasian running in, and there we have it. GG, game 1, going to the Proxy Terran. Vespasian with 3 levels of shenanigans. Alright. So let's see. Map 2 is going to be on Everdream. Oh, shoot. Cancel that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and give my body a walk over when, as I've heard nothing from those 2 players, and it's been about an hour. Oh, never mind. Imvad Lipwig entered a victory in. So Imvad Lipwig is... Sorry, 1 second. That is... I'm going to try to see whether I can make sure that my body Imvad Lipwig is able to happen. But he's offline, whatever. having to admin and do some other things at the same time. It's a fun adventure. But we have a game too. It's going to be on Everdream. All right, so we're going to load into map 2 on Everdream. And this should be... see if I can find it. I can. It's on Liquipedia. Excellent. Ray, you're going to be excited for this. All right. Here we have it. Spawning in the bottom left, in the orange, representing CT6. It is Vespa. Oh, it is. Wow, I messed it up. I've been doing this all day and I've been fine. It is Vespasian. Freaking overlay. Never mind. I tried. Okay, we're gonna. Whatever. The players have been introduced once before, and now we have a Proxy 3 Rex on the way. The struggle is real. I don't know why it showed the wrong overlay, but anyway. The probe will scout it, but the fact that there are a bunch of SCVs there, that's sneaky in and of itself. And Trethris pulling probes. He says, look, I don't like the shenanigans that you're up to, buddy. It makes me sad and uncomfortable. So I'm going to pull some probes and kill this. So he's lucky that the wounded SCV is here. So this barracks should not complete. However, he's looking on the wrong. He's looking in the wrong spot for the other barracks. Oh, so he's gonna find it now, but he's not going to be able. So there we go. Vision. He sees it, but he is not going to be able to cancel it in time. And on this map, we do have that one gate. We don't have a cybercore yet, and honestly, this is kind of a ballsy gate cybercore position for a known proxy. But Trethris on the other side of the map said, look, if you're going to proxy me, I'm going to proxy you. And we have, so Trethris has found the 2 barracks. Meanwhile, there are 2 more barracks at home, so this is a 4X. I don't know what Trethris' plan is here with this building, but he needs to be able to defend. There's a bunker straight up against the gateway. Which is going to make this a rather difficult